Hey guys, Tony Gerard for Shawnee College Science in Seconds. I'm here in an old unused shed on my property in Johnson County because I wanted to talk to you guys about brown recluse spiders, and this shed is just full of them. Brown recluse, also known as a fiddler, are one of two spiders in North America whose venom potentially can cause you a problem, black widow being the other one. Now, we probably get bit by spiders a lot more often than we realize. You know, all spiders are venomous, just most don't have a venom toxic enough to do much damage to a human. If you've ever had a thing that looked like a mosquito bite, but it had an open sore on the end of it that didn't heal for several days, that may very well have been a spider bite. So brown recluses are found all over the place in North America, very abundant here in Southern Illinois, and if your house is more than about 5 or 6 years old, they're in it somewhere, almost certainly. But they don't like disturbance. And that's why I wanted to talk to you guys about this now, because right now, starting to get cool, time of year we're going to be pulling out sweaters and things like that that have been packed away or boxed up for all summer. That's the sort of place that brown recluses like. They don't like disturbance. And most people that get bitten by brown recluse, they have very short fangs. And the bite is usually painless. But most people that get bitten, it's when they put them on in a piece of clothing. Like you pull on a sweater that you haven't worn for months and one of those guys is hiding up the sleeve and you actually mash him into you. Or an old pair of pants or whatever like that. Second, probably most common bite scenario is he's walking across the bed and you roll over on him. But they get the name, and some people call them fiddlers. Hey, brown recluse, it's a brown spider, it's reclusive, it doesn't want to be disturbed, right? But the fiddler name comes from on the cephalothorax, that's the part of the body where all the head and the legs attach. He's got a mark that looks very much like a violin. And it can be easier or harder to see depending on where the spider is in his shed cycle. Another thing you might see if you've got brown recluses around are the shed exoskeletons. Now this exoskeleton, very likely you'll see it sitting on the wall or something like that, and very often I've mistaken them for the spider itself, right? Because that looks pretty spidery. But we can see where he's opened up and came out the back and left his old suit behind. So brown recluses, this is the time of year to be aware of where they might be when you start pulling out that winter clothing. And you know, people hate them, but this is an old shed and this guy wasn't bothering anybody. So back he goes. How cool is that?